Hey guys, it's another windy day down here in Central Texas, but I wanted to come on here today and talk a little bit about, I call it a digital footprint. And as technology has increased and more online things have, we're basically going to an online system now. Everything's online. The importance of this is even more critical than it was, say 10 years ago. And there's a bunch of apps, a lot of social media apps, a lot of dating apps, a lot of basically anything and everything you've ever wanted to do, your interests, your deepest desires. Basically, you can get online. You can sign up, you become members, you can have these applications. There's games, there's all this stuff, right? And it's great, and it makes you feel more connected. But what the dark side of that is that we have to be aware of is that a lot of those applications and a lot of the data that is created by that is data mined. It's and what I mean by that is it's shared or it's sold to other companies so that they can profit off of you, so that they can target advertise you, and even worse than that, a lot of times it's easy for other people with maybe some more nefarious wishes or desires or purposes to gain your information and use it to find out things about you and potentially manipulate you into something that you weren't thinking about. And I don't like to talk about that, the negative side to a lot of things, because obviously for everything that exists, there's a positive and negative that can exist out of it. For every tool that has been created, for all technology that we have, there's a good use and a bad use. But we have to be aware of what the potential negatives are when we're doing the things that we do, and we're making the actions that we choose to take, and decisions we choose to make, so that we understand what we're getting into. And a lot of people don't understand that. Any information that you put online, it will never go away. It is always there. Someone has it. There's a thing called the Wayback Machine, which is used to archive sites, videos, everything. So it's never going to disappear. So remember that when you're thinking about putting data online, and that's through an application. If it's connected to the internet, it's going to that's how it's going to be. Keep in mind those things when you are deciding what to put online. My best friend, he is an investigator, and it's very easy to take information and find out in about 5 minutes what somebody's all about. All you have to do is know somebody's full name, the state, maybe the city they live in, and you can find out everything else in the matter of literally 5 minutes. That can do major harm. So I'm not saying this stuff to scare you guys, but just keep in mind you have a digital footprint. Okay, the more that you involve yourself in, the more apps you download, and the more sites you fill out information on, and the more information you give during that, it's all going to become part of this data profile on you. And then some of that is information that cannot be shared easily, but that doesn't mean you can't access it. There are black sites, I call them, which are basically kind of underground, kind of undercover type of sites where you can buy and sell data and information, including social security numbers, credit cards, things like that. It's out there, and all it really simply takes is downloading a particular browser that accesses that information, and people can do that. And a lot of times it's pretty cheap. It's not very expensive because they buy in bulk. So just be mindful information that you put online. Realize that your pictures, your videos, your audio, everything that you put online, any surveys you fill out, basically anything asking information, it may have a good purpose, but also it is collecting information that's going to be shared and has the possibility and potential of being shared to the wrong people, which can then manipulate you or negatively affect you in some way by targeted ads. You never know who's going to get a hold of that information. It could have your address, it could have where you work, it could have what car you drive, it could have your family, your significant other, your bank accounts, your information about where you go daily, what your routine is. It does happen, so be careful. And if you have any questions, you can always reach out to me. I'll be happy to share what I know about data mining and your digital footprint. And I hope you guys have a blessed day, like always.